as we experience again this year the great dichotomy between Yom Hazikaron and Yom Ha'atzmaut, experiencing the loss, the reflection, the pain of a day like Yom Hazikaron, and then transitioning into a day of celebration of Yom Ha'atzmaut. I think there's a great lesson, a great life lesson that we as human beings can learn from these two experiences which happen so close to one another, which require such different attention, such a different focus, but yet something which, as I said, we can apply in every area in our lives. And I think the greatest skill that a person needs to really appreciate both days in the way that they are designed to be, if you like, a day of reflection, a day of mourning, versus a day of celebration, a day of joy, is to be present, is to have the mindfulness and the presence of mind to really focus on the task at hand, if you like. You know, in life we go through numerous experiences, numerous things which require our attention in different ways. And sadly, at times it's very hard to focus. Yes, I'm sure throughout all of time there's been different distractions, but in our generation as well, with technology and with all of us having smartphones in our hands, there's so much which takes our attention away from actually being present. It could be spending time with our children. You know, we have got a time, you might have half an hour at dinner time. I know my wife always inspires me to say, you know, put the phone away. Let's actually be present with our children. And so Yom Hazikaron and Yom Ha'atzmaut, in a sense, are teaching us to really focus on the job at hand, to really be there, to experience it, and not to keep rushing to the next thing and to think about the next thing. You know, you wouldn't want somebody jumping up and down and clapping their hands and singing and celebrating when it was a time of Yom Hazikaron. And of course, at the same time, at Yom Ha'atzmaut, you don't want somebody to be sitting there mourning and crying. We want a celebration. So in life, let us try and learn to continue to find ways to be more present. Children incredibly have that great skill. They can really be present. They can really enjoy, you know, take a child to the local playground and they're into it. They're loving it. For us as adults, it's much more difficult. We really have to work hard at it. But I think we should try our best to try be there, to try and focus on the things that we're involved with. Whether it be, as I said, spending time with your children, whether it be davening in shul, or spending time with your significant other. Be present, be there, focus. I think if we do that, then every experience that we do have will be much more meaningful and hopefully will be much more impactful on the way that we experience it and the way that others experience us being involved in it as well. Wishing you a Chag Sameach for this coming Shabbat. Join us at Caulfield Shul for a great Shabbos as we celebrate Israel. All the best.